Why do you think under 12 is very important as well for development of soccer in Australia?
Well, actually, I think it's probably more important earlier. The most important thing is that players learn the fundamentals, the basics, how to receive a ball, how to pass a ball, how to dribble. And if they can start developing these good habits, when you come to a later age group, you already have those ingrained in your brain, so it becomes natural. If you start having to teach people at 16 how to receive a ball or how to open their body up as a point of education, it's sometimes very difficult, because once the pressure comes on in a game, they revert back to what they know best, and that is mistakes. So if you can get them younger, you can teach these techniques and these skills, so it becomes second nature. It's part of the brain. It's called neural learning. So you learn it, and it becomes a natural part of your process.
And most of the players are still on high school?
Yeah, we have a number of players still at school. Some have just left school and they are now going to university. We think it's very important that they continue their education, because not many players become a professional. So it's important that you learn a trade, so that if you don't make it, you can still go out into the world and be a builder, a doctor, a policeman, whatever it might be.
But do you think mentality is also important for to be a good player, or is it just talent?
Oh, absolutely. Psychology has a big part to play in it. One thing I can promise you is there are more people with great talent sitting in the stand than there are playing football.
Why do you think that?
Because they don't have the desire, they don't have the heart, and they don't have the discipline to go and actually practice every single day. Less skillful players actually go and practice and practice and practice and learn and develop, and then they become professional players. More skillful players sometimes go, it's too easy, I don't have to practice. And what happens is the players who want it more, they develop more and they become professional players, and the other players miss out. I see it all the time.
So, last question, what would be your tips for youth development in general?
Well, if you could have a perfect situation, you get a program as young as 6 years of age, and you have coaches working in your in their areas of expertise. And when you get them that young, it's not just about with the ball, it's also movement. So it's movement patterns. It's teaching them how to look after their body and build their body properly, so that they are able to have flexibility, they're able to have strength in certain areas. But the thing that you want to get is you want to get people who are at one with the ball. You see too many times people fighting with the ball, and this is not good for football, not for very high level football. So hopefully we can get there. We need resources, we need time, but we need a long-term vision. And when we get that, we'll be okay.
Kelemahan mendasar daripada tim nasional kita, karena ketika dia berumur muda, khususnya pada under 19, itu mereka tidak dibina dengan standar. Standar dalam pengertian bahwa gizi yang bagus akan membentuk fisik yang baik. Fisik yang baik akan bisa meningkatkan skill. Bisa skill itu dikeluarkan secara maksimal karena didukung oleh fisik yang bagus. Nah, inilah sekarang yang akan difokuskan oleh PSSI kepada pembinaan usia dini, khususnya mulai dari gizi fisik, skill. Ini sudah kita siapkan semua programnya yang sangat standar, sehingga 5-10 tahun akan datang pasti PSSI akan bisa berprestasi. Itu pasti itu. Nah, karena kita sudah mulai betul-betul menyentuh pembinaan usia muda dengan IPTEK yang selama ini tidak pernah tersentuh.
Kita harus bisa menerima kritikan dan bisa saya katakan pembantaian yang dilakukan oleh masyarakat sepak bola yang ada di seluruh Indonesia. Tapi saya juga berharap terhadap pemerintah yang konon kabarnya akan melakukan sarasehan, bahwa keterlibatan pemerintah juga memang dibutuhkan dalam hal ini. Satu permasalahan, sampai hari ini yang namanya tim nasional tidak mempunyai training camp. Tidak ada. Lapangan pun sangat tidak memadai. Kalau kita mau bicara membangun persepakbolaan, seluruh fasilitas yang ada di Indonesia ini tentunya harus mempunyai standar. Nah, sekarang kita berharap sepak bola ini kan melalui proses dari sekolah sepak bola SSB, dan progresnya ke depan terus sampai kepada tim senior. Yang paling sangat penting sekali menangani tim, membangun sepak bola itu adalah di sekolah sepak bola itu. Karena di situ adalah basic elementer daripada seluruh persyaratan yang namanya kontrol bola, shooting, feinting, dan lain sebagainya dari situ. Tapi bagaimana Anda bisa mendapatkan seorang pemain yang mempunyai kualitas kalau seandainya lapangan itu tidak ada? Ya, Anda bisa, di berapa sih lapangan yang baik di Indonesia saat ini? Hitung di jari 10 jari ini, Anda nggak akan dapatkan itu. Terus Anda mau bicara prestasi. Nah, terlepas dari itu, orang selalu juga ingin mengatakan SDM. Saya pikir SDM kita cukup baik. Cuma PSSI juga harus membuat satu kurikulum yang jelas.
Saya sekarang berada di Bryan State Field Sports Center di Gold Coast dan saat ini kita akan melihat tim Gold Coast United melakukan latihan fisik dan training di gym. And all done with collaboration between the club and also the government and the sponsors.
Yes, well, I have to say that the Gold Coast United and Skill Park Management work very, very closely together to make sure that the arrangements for the game are very good. We all meet, we work very closely together, we're very honest with each other. We tell each other everything we need to know. We prepare an event day game plan together. And then what we do is on an event day, we actually enact that game day event plan. So everything from the beginning to the end is in cooperation with Gold Coast United to make sure we provide a stadium that suits their needs and also a stadium that's safe and people end up having a great day, which is what it's all about.
Kalau di Indonesia tuh kan kita ada pagar-pagar yang mengerikan gitu ya, seperti perang ya. Tapi kalau di Australia nggak ada gitu. Kita sekarang mau nanya gitu, kenapa ya kok bisa begitu? So how is the security here come into place?
On event day we have security, which our contract is security. We have our game day ushers, and then we also have the police. So there's 3 levels of security here on event day. We also have a 44-camera CCTV system, so we can monitor the crowd very closely. I have to say that we get very little trouble here. I think it's because people understand that the security and our patron safety is very important to us. So we work very hard to make sure that the patrons are safe and they have an enjoyable day. So we get very little trouble, but I think people know and they understand that we take patron safety and security very seriously.
So what happens if some of the spectators get really emotional?
We love them being emotional. Emotional.
Too much.
Emotional is great, but if you know, obviously you can occasionally get problems with excess of alcohol, or if they're rude to other patrons, or they're unruly in some way. What happens then is they get warned. We say that you know, you are under observation, and they're warned about their behaviour and asked to desist, to stop doing what they're doing. And if they don't do that, then unfortunately we'll have to ask them to leave, and then we get the police to actually evict them from the stadium. Because patron safety is very important, that we are very, very keen to make sure that everybody has a good day. And one of the things that people don't like is if people around them are misbehaving. Okay, one of the things we have here at Skill Park, because we take public safety so seriously, is we have this, we do not tolerate disruptive behaviour. So if somebody's annoying around you and they're being unreasonable, or they maybe have had too much to drink, you can actually leave and come into one of the public concourses and actually dial it up on your phone, the seat number of the person that's being annoying. You can then go back and resume your seat and take your seat. In the meantime, we'll put a CCTV camera on those, monitor those people, and then one of the security guys will go up and speak to them. The advantage to that is that the security guard, the patron who's being annoying doesn't know who's actually made the report. So there can be no consequence for that. You can feel safe and secure in making a report to security that someone's being annoying. It works very, very well on game day.